Violence is generally quite high. Generally in societies, there are lots of countries that do not even have a law on violence against women. There is no possibility for these women to access shelters for victims of violence. In my country, in Georgia, police has a power to stop anybody in the street and demand that they submit for urine testing. And the refusal of such a submission results in the actual expertise document saying that, oh, you use drugs and therefore you refuse that. And that particular document can lead you to imprisonment. So that's the general understanding of the police. And therefore, if you're a drug user, that means that we need to protect the public from you as such, right? And therefore, beating you up would be fine because you're nothing. All women that we have recruited as street lawyers, they are drug users themselves. They are peers who then go and help others. So we try to build their knowledge in terms of what strategic litigation is and why it's important for them to engage in that. Because why they can set an example for other women. And the other thing is to know how to use that knowledge, because it's not about knowing something, it's also about knowing how to utilize it in practice. We have seen that in many countries we are told, yes, I get arrested, I tell the police that I have this right, so what? And I tell them, well, that's not the way to go, so you should not communicate your rights with the police straight away. You should wait and see in terms of, police actions, for example. You know your rights, right? 3 basic rights when the police arrest you. And you should observe how the police treats you according to those rights. We need to work with people's minds. That's, I always say that to them. And we need to build up that kind of skills with these women to actually develop their own ways how they communicate with police. So we built the knowledge enough to mobilize them, to mobilize their own communities. That is something that we as human rights activists live for, right, and strive for.